Stop believing the myth that fasting means starving yourself or just drinking water. That idea is exactly why you're struggling to lose belly fat and can't stay consistent. Most people are sabotaging their own progress by ignoring the biological switches that actually control fat burning. But today, we're going to completely rewrite your approach to health. In this video, I'll reveal 5 surprising foods you can eat without breaking your fast. These are tools that will actually boost your metabolism, crush your hunger, and help you lose weight fast while feeling energized, not drained. You're about to discover how to hack your body's chemistry to stay in a deep fat-burning state, all while enjoying snacks and drinks that support your goals. We're turning a painful struggle into a sustainable lifestyle. To truly master fasting and unlock your potential to lose weight fast, we first need to get rid of the old idea that calorie counting is everything. Your body is way more complex than a simple calculator. When you're desperately looking for weight loss tips or wondering why stubborn fat won't budge, you're usually told to just eat less. But the biological reality is that successful slimming is controlled by your hormones, not just the absence of food. The journey you're starting isn't about starving yourself into a smaller size. It's about changing your body's hormonal environment to access stored energy. This requires a real understanding of how insulin acts as the gatekeeper to your fat stores. If you're constantly spiking insulin, even with tiny amounts of the wrong foods, you're essentially locking the door to your fat cells. This makes it physically impossible to burn fat, no matter how little you eat. That's why understanding the specific biochemistry of fasting is the single most critical factor for your success. This video is designed to give you the knowledge to navigate this complex process, ensuring your efforts to lose belly fat are rewarded with real results, not frustration. The main goal of intermittent fasting is to lower your insulin levels enough for your liver to start producing ketones. Ketones are a superior fuel source for your brain and body, and they also signal your cells to enter a state of repair and rejuvenation. This state, often called autophagy, is where the magic of anti-aging and deep fat burning happens. It's the holy grail for anyone looking to boost their metabolism and improve their overall fitness. However, many people accidentally stop this process by consuming things they think are harmless. They don't realize that even a splash of milk or a specific type of sweetener can trigger an insulin response strong enough to shut down ketone production instantly. To lose weight healthily, you must prioritize keeping insulin dormant during your fasting window. This means the enemy isn't necessarily calories, but anything that stimulates an insulin response, primarily sugars and proteins. This distinction is vital because it opens up a surprising list of things you can consume that technically have calories but won't trigger the hormonal cascade that breaks it fast. This allows you to support your energy and mental focus without compromising your metabolic state. By shifting your focus from deprivation to hormonal regulation, you transform fasting from a test of willpower into a strategic biohack that uses your body's natural physiology to accelerate weight loss and enhance mental clarity. Let us start building your safe list with the most fundamental tool available: the strategic use of polyphenol-rich drinks, like black coffee and tea. It might seem simple, but including high-quality coffee or tea in your daily routine is one of the most powerful weight loss tips, as long as you consume them correctly. These drinks are free of the macronutrients that spike insulin, meaning they keep your fast perfectly intact. But their benefits go far beyond just hydration or a caffeine kick. Both coffee and tea are packed with polyphenols, which are plant compounds that act as powerful antioxidants in your body. They actively help clean up cellular damage and support the very mitochondrial repair processes that fasting is meant to trigger. When you drink these, during your fast, you're essentially supercharging your cellular cleanup crew. This allows your body to get rid of waste products more efficiently, while you continue to burn fat for fuel. This synergy between fasting and polyphenol intake creates a powerful environment for enhancing your metabolic rate and encouraging your body to use stored energy more aggressively than with fasting alone. Furthermore, the caffeine in these drinks acts as a natural appetite suppressant and a metabolic booster, helping you power through the morning without feeling the urge to snack. This is often the hardest hurdle for beginners trying to lose belly fat. However, that is a critical mistake that trips up thousands of people every single day and completely derails their progress. That mistake is adding milk, creamers, or sugar. You must understand that milk contains lactose, which is a sugar. Even a small amount can cause a spike in blood glucose and insulin, instantly shifting your body out of the fat-burning zone and back into storage mode. This seemingly innocent habit is often the hidden reason for weight loss plateaus. It repeatedly interrupts the ketogenic process before it can gain momentum, preventing you from ever reaching the deep fat-burning state needed to eliminate stubborn abdominal fat. To truly benefit from these drinks, you must learn to enjoy them black or with specific, safe additives that we'll discuss later. This ensures you're not accidentally sabotaging your hard work with a splash of dairy. Switching to black coffee or pure tea can be an adjustment, but it's a necessary step for anyone serious about fitness and long-term weight management. It forces you to appreciate the complex flavors of the bean or leaf, and, more importantly, it respects the hormonal boundaries of your fast. If you can master this first step, you're already way ahead of most people who treat fasting like a diet instead of a metabolic discipline. Beyond the physical benefits, creating a ritual around your morning coffee or tea provides a psychological anchor. It can offer comfort and a sense of normalcy, preventing the feelings of deprivation that often lead to binge eating later. By integrating these drinks into a healthy lifestyle, you create a structure that supports your goals, using them as tools to extend your fasting window comfortably. Imagine waking up, enjoying a rich cup of black coffee, and feeling your mental focus sharpen as your body taps into its own fat stores for energy. This is the reality of a well-executed fast. It's not about suffering, it's about strategic fuel. As we continue, we'll explore other safe foods that can go with your drinks. But always remember the foundation: hydration and insulin control. By sticking to this rule, you ensure every hour you spend fasting is an hour spent optimizing your biology to lose weight healthily and maintain a lean, powerful physique for the long term. Diving deeper into our strategy to manipulate body chemistry for superior results, we run into a concept that often confuses people trying to lose weight fast: the strategic consumption of pure fats during a fasting window. It sounds like the opposite of everything we've been taught about dieting, where fat is often the enemy. But in the context of insulin regulation and fasting, pure fat is actually a neutral agent that can be a powerful tool. Unlike carbs and proteins, which trigger a significant insulin response to be processed and stored, pure fats cause a tiny, almost negligible insulin response. This means they don't flip the switch that shuts down your body's fat-burning machinery. This is where we introduce the second safe addition to your fasting protocol, which is a lifeline for those who can't stand the bitterness of black coffee or tea: a specific measured amount of heavy whipping cream or grass-fed butter. Now, milk is strictly off-limits because of its sugar content, but heavy cream is almost entirely fat, making it a smart fat. It allows you to maintain the metabolic state of ketosis while adding a creamy, satisfying texture to your morning drink. This one distinction is one of the most valuable weight loss tips for beginners, because it transforms a strict, difficult regimen into a manageable lifestyle. It helps prevent the burnout that typically causes people to quit before they can eliminate that stubborn abdominal fat. By adding just a tablespoon of you're giving your body a small energy source that satisfies your palate without telling your pancreas to flood your bloodstream with insulin. This keeps the doors to your own fat stores wide open for energy. But not all fats are created equal when your goal is to boost your metabolism and sharpen your mind. This brings us to a specific type of fat that acts more like high-performance fuel than a regular dietary staple: McT oil, specifically the C8 variety. Unlike standard fats that go through a long digestion process, medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, are sent directly to the liver. They're almost instantly converted into ketones. This is a huge advantage for anyone looking to lose belly fat, because it artificially raises your ketone levels, mimicking the effects of a deep fast even if you've only been fasting for a short time. Including a small dose of MCT oil in your morning routine doesn't just keep you in a fasted state, it actively deepens it by flooding your system with the very energy molecules that signal your body to burn fat. This biochemical hack provides a surge of mental clarity and physical energy. It can be crucial for staying focused at work or during a workout, serving as a bridge that carries you effortlessly to your first meal. For those invested in fitness and performance, this is a gift. It allows you to train in a fasted state without feeling sluggish or weak, proving you can lose weight healthily without sacrificing your intensity or drive. It's important to start with small amounts to avoid any digestive discomfort, but once you get used to it, this tool becomes a cornerstone of effective slimming protocols. While managing hunger and energy is critical, we also have to address the psychological side of fasting, especially the craving for sweetness that often derails even the most disciplined healthy meal plans. The modern food environment has conditioned our brains to crave sugar, and going cold turkey can feel like a punishment that drains your mental health, making it hard to stick with it. Fortunately, the third category of safe foods involves natural, non-caloric sweeteners that don't spike insulin. They allow you to satisfy a sweet tooth without interrupting the cellular repair processes of autophagy. We're not talking about artificial chemicals like aspartame or sucralose, which can negatively impact gut health and potentially trigger insulin responses. Instead, we focus on natural alternatives like stevia, monk fruit, and alulasi. These sweeteners pass through your body without affecting blood sugar levels, making them perfectly safe tools to create a tasty fasting drink that feels like a treat, not a chore. By using a few drops of liquid stevia or a sprinkle of monk fruit in your tea or coffee, you can enjoy a beverage that tastes indulgent while your body continues to relentlessly attack your stored fat reserves. This psychological relief is vital because it removes the feeling of restriction, which is the primary psychological barrier to long-term weight loss success. It is crucial, however, to be a vigilant detective when picking these products. The supplement industry is full of misleading labels that can sabotage your efforts to eliminate abdominal fat. Many powdered sweeteners are bulked up with maltodextrin or dextrose, which are just fancy names for sugar, and they will immediately spike your insulin and stop fat burning in its tracks. To ensure you're truly on a path to lose weight fast and safely, you must read the ingredient lists obsessively. Look for pure liquid forms or blends that use erythritol as a carrier, as these are metabolically inert. Understanding these details is what separates those who spin their wheels from those who achieve dramatic body transformations. When you combine the smart fats strategy with safe sweeteners, you create a powerful synergy. A creamy, sweet, satisfying beverage that suppresses the hunger hormone, boosts ketone production, and keeps insulin at baseline. This combination allows you to push your first meal later into the day with ease, effectively extending your fasting window and maximizing the time your body spends in a fat-burning state. The main philosophy here is to move away from a black and white mindset of eating versus starving, and toward a more nuanced understanding of insulin stimulating versus non. This shift in perspective is essential for anyone wanting to lose weight healthily because it provides flexibility and sustainability. You're not just white-knuckling through hunger pain. You're strategically using biochemical aids that make the process easier and more effective. As you implement these tools, heavy cream, MCT oil, and natural sweeteners, notice your cravings diminish, your energy and your ability to focus improves, all while the scale continues to drop. This is the definition of biohacking for fitness. It's about working smarter with your biology rather than fighting against it. By the time you reach your eating window, you'll be in control, ready to nourish your body with nutrient-dense foods, instead of binging out of desperation. This controlled approach is the secret to fixing a broken metabolism, and finally achieving the slimming results that have eluded you in the past. In the next section, we'll explore the final set of tools that leverage texture and volume to physically fill the stomach, providing a mechanical solution to hunger that perfectly complements the hormonal strategies we've just established. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Alright, we've mastered the liquid and chemical side of fasting with smart fats and safe sweeteners. But now, we've got to tackle the physical reality of an empty stomach. This is often the final hurdle that stops people from truly crushing their appetite and losing weight fast. This brings us to our fourth powerful tool, one that uses mechanical fullness, not calories, to make you feel satisfied: non-digestible fibers. Certain fibers, like basil seeds or psyllium husk, are incredible. They have this unique ability to soak up massive amounts of water, literally expanding in your stomach. This creates a physical feeling of fullness, just like a meal, but without adding any energy that would break you fast. When you drink these fibers, mixed with water, they turn into a gel. This gel presses against your stomach lining, which triggers stretch receptors that tell your brain, hey, we're full. Dial down the hunger. It is a fantastic mechanism that helps you eliminate that stubborn abdominal fat by preventing you from overeating when you finally do have your meal. And there's more. New research is showing that these fibers can even stimulate the release of satiety hormones like GLP-1. This acts as a natural appetite suppressant, giving your slimming goals a chemical boost by curbing your desire to eat. One of the most practical weight loss tips is to simply mix a tablespoon of basil seeds into a glass of water in the morning. This is a game changer for anyone who struggles with that hollow, empty feeling during a fast. It lets you extend your fasting window comfortably, and as a bonus, it feeds your good gut bacteria, which is a super important, but often ignored, part of overall fitness. Now, let's be real. The goal is to keep insulin at rock bottom, but sometimes, you hit a wall. A moment of pure desperation where a drink just as you end cutting it and you have an overwhelming urge to chew. For these emergency situations, we have a break glass, in case of emergency option, a very small amount of high-fat, low-protein nuts. I know, this is a bit controversial, but it's an effective tactic. We're talking about specific nuts like macadamias, pili nuts, or Brazil nuts. What makes them unique is their macronutrient profile. It's almost all fat, with very little protein and carbs. You have to be super selective here. Why? Because large amounts of protein can actually stimulate insulin almost as much as sugar. So, standard snacking nuts like cashews or peanuts are out. They are too high in carbs and protein, and they will absolutely break your fast, sabotaging your efforts to lose that belly fat. But a few macadamia nuts. The fat content is so high that it creates a tiny, almost negligible insulin ripple if you keep the quantity small. You get to keep the physiological benefits of your fast while getting the huge psychological relief of chewing something. Think of it not as a meal, but as a strategic bridge to get you through a tough moment without falling off the wagon completely. This keeps your mental health resources strong and prevents you from caving into a full-blown binge. It's a smart approach to dieting that values consistency over perfection. Staying 90% fasted is infinitely better for your metabolism than giving up entirely. As we build your perfect fasting plan, it's just as important to talk about the hidden traps. These are the things that catch so many well-meaning people who are trying to lose weight healthily, but end up sabotaging their own progress because of slick marketing. There's a huge myth in the fitness world that drinking branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs, or even collagen peptides during a workout is fasting-friendly. Biologically, this is just false. These are pure proteins, and your body needs an insulin response to use them. So, sipping on BCAAs during your fasted cardio is actually switching off your fat-burning mode right when you're trying to fire it up. It makes your effort to boost your metabolism way less effective. Similarly, those healthy gummy vitamins are often packed with sugar or glucose syrup, and you'd be shocked how many electrolyte powders contain hidden maltodextrin, which can spike your blood sugar even higher than a candy bar. To truly eliminate abdominal fat, you have to become a ruthless avoid anything that ends in O's, and anything with protein isolates during your fasting window. Chewing gum is another sneaky one. The simple act of chewing kicks off something called the cephalic phase of digestion. It tricks your body into thinking food is coming, causing a small rise in insulin that can disrupt the delicate hormonal balance you're reworking so hard to achieve. By getting rid of these hidden disruptors, you make sure your body stays in a pure fat-burning state, optimizing every single minute of your fast for maximum results. Ultimately, the real power of these 5 tools, coffee and tea, smart fats, safe sweeteners, fiber, and high-fat nuts, isn't just in what they do individually. It's in how you use them to build a sustainable, long-term health strategy. The goal isn't to dive headfirst into a 24-hour fast on day 1. That's a recipe for failure. Instead, you use these tools like training wheels to slowly and gradually extend your fasting window over time. Maybe you start by having a fatty coffee in the morning to push your breakfast back by a couple of hours. Then, a few days later, you add in a fiber drink to push it back by 4 hours. Before you know it, you're effortlessly hitting a 16 or 18-hour fasting window every day. This gradual process allows your body to become fat. It learns to shift its primary fuel source from the sugar you eat to your own stored body fat, and you do it without the intense suffering that comes with crash diets. As you become more metabolically flexible, you'll find you naturally need these crutches less and less. Eventually, you might even transition to clean fasting, just water, because your body becomes so efficient at using its own energy. This is the real secret to permanent weight loss. It is a journey of healing your metabolism that respects your body's limits, while gently pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. So, to wrap this all up, transforming your body and reclaiming your health isn't about deprivation. It's about knowledge. It's about strategically applying these biological principles. By understanding how to control insulin by selectively using these safe foods, you unlock the ability to lose weight fast and, more importantly, keep it off for good. You can finally break that exhausting cycle of yo-yo dieting forever. You now have a complete toolkit that lets you handle social events, manage your hunger, and boost your energy, all while your body is quietly in the background, repairing cells and burning fat. As you start using these strategies, remember to pair your fast with nutrient-dense, healthy meals during your eating window. This gives your body the high-quality building blocks it needs to regenerate and get stronger. This holistic approach ensures you don't just lose weight. You gain vitality, mental clarity, and a powerful new sense of control over your own life. Don't let the simplicity of these tips fool you. They are powerful levers that, when you pull them correctly, will completely revolutionize your fitness journey. So, start tomorrow. Have your black coffee or tea. Experiment with these tools, and just watch as your body transforms into the lean, efficient machine it was always meant to be.
There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level